Brandom William, the Mr. Beast of fitness and calisthenics world. Now you guys know this guy. He has done many videos collaboration with chrisheriaabschalle and every other bunch of YouTubers in the world. With the mountain climber, what's his name? What is this intro, man? And yeah, now we're gonna find out the story of this guy, how he started his journey. Of course, first of all, he used to train muscle ups, front lever, calisthenics, but he used to like show us how to train them in just a month. He used to get these moves in a month. Planche, he didn't get it until now. I don't think so he trains for it, but I think he said in some interview that, not interview, in some of his videos he said that he would love to achieve a planche. I don't know if he works on that, but then yeah, now we're gonna find out how he started and how, you know, what motivated him, what was his background. Let's see, man.
He survived US Navy bomb suit training, trained like Ronaldo, and even become as good as LeBron James. He's no one else than Brandom W.E.L.C.O.M.E.
Okay. Yeah, this was the mountain climber. I don't know his name. Yeah. He's mostly like grounding, okay, so...
Brandom W.E.L.C.O.M.E, mostly known just as a Brandom W.E.L.C.O.M.E, was born on May 6, 2000 in Chicago.
Okay.
Brandom is not only an American citizen because his mother comes from Lithuania, where he used to travel during his summer holidays, to live with his grandmother at their farm, hang out with his family, and just overall get to know the culture there.
Okay. There we go. Oh yeah,
Brandom was a very active child doing a big variety of sports, like martial arts, karate or taekwondo, for 8 long years, which he stopped doing after he began his 4 years of high school.
Oh.
Then, he didn't have any intentions to do something other than studying, because he was quite afraid that people would judge him if he would try something new.
Oh.
This didn't last long because his new friends convinced him to start playing volleyball. And even though Brandom was not quite the tall type suitable for these sports, with being only 5'10", he loved it.
Alright.
He totally fell in love with it, and so he kept playing and playing, simultaneously starting his fitness journey to boost his performance in matches, because to this point he was super skinny. Brandom didn't know what he was doing. He had no clue about proper training schedule or anything else, and so he kept just randomly lifting weights. And because he was inspired a lot from seeing Chris Heria, Austin Dunham and Abnormal Beings, he started to do also bodyweight exercises at the same time.
There we go.
This was also due to him not willing to pay for the gym memberships even though he could afford
parks are the best.
And so his first 4 years of working out,
you don't need
he either sneaked into the gym or just went outside to train on bars.
That's the best one. Don't about this one.
The main reason why we know Brandom is the YouTube, which he already had for some time when he got into the high school, volleyball and all that. But before that he was quite popular on social platform called Vine, which was something like today's TikTok, where you uploaded short videos. Several Brandom's Vines, which he shot just on a basic iPhone, really took off, gaining thousands of views and getting his profile to having 100,000 followers. With different apps having the same functions and even better, Vine's end was inevitable. In 2016, they made users to not be able to post any new Vines, and a year later it sadly got shut down, making all Vines and Brandom's success disappear forever. Mentioned 100,000 followers profile could be a lot bigger if Brandom would take it more seriously, because he had a big issue staying consistent with it and not stopping after 3 to 6 months, taking a break for half of a year and starting again. With that said, his inconsistency played a huge role of becoming more famous on YouTube. But why he was inconsistent? mainly because he burned it out many times after being so stressed and exhausted by the video editing, with which Brandon had a really hard time.
Of course, editing
Many times he spent the whole night editing because footage from his bad camera had big file sizes, and with only 60GB hard drive, he had to keep deleting clips so he could finish the video, which oftentimes thanks to this could not be longer than 5 minutes. This was the main reason why he just had to take a break from time to time, to clean up his head and rest, but he never stopped. Thanks to his filming passion, he always came back even after a long time.
There we go.
This changed after a few burnouts when he realized that he needs to fully commit in order to progress somewhere. But for that he needed to invest in himself, and so from his saved money, the first thing he bought was the external hard drive. So he no longer had to be afraid of running out of space. Then he bought a new camera with a tripod and a light. On his journey to success, in 2020, one of the millionaires he interviewed in his video was his good friend Phil, which gifted him a newer version of his camera, a Canon Rebel T6i with a wider lens and later on even a drone, a DJI Mavic Mini.
He shoots a lot of
Why?
drone shots now.
Even Brandon's not sure about it. Maybe he saw a potential in him, his motivation, and so he decided to pass him this equipment to level up the video quality.
Okay, decent product there.
You would expect this content to be focused on sports or fitness, but that wasn't always true. At the beginning, Brandon was a typical YouTuber, recording different kinds of challenges like the Chubby Bunny Challenge, Baby Food Challenge, also Q&As, and a lot more. At high school this started to change a little bit, as we can see in his videos first signs of working out, like with the trying to break the impossible world records or the gym noob caught on camera.
That's what
Over time this changed even more towards the fitness related content, mixing it up with finances. At this time the YouTube was still just a fun thing to do, because he mainly got money from a gelato shop where he worked for 4 years. But this will change very soon.
Of course.
One day he saw Tyler Oliveira doing a One Punch Man workout for 30 days on YouTube, which Brandon found really interesting and decided to try it too. And with the success of Tyler's video, Brandon filmed himself in the process too. This was the best decision he could do, because without it he would probably work in the shop for some time longer.
The soreness you got after this it's gotta be crazy. I've done this
all
when
the
I started
hard work,
mine, but I didn't
pain
record it.
and sweat paid off, because when he uploaded the video, it instantly skyrocketed to an insane 1.8 million views. When this happened, Brandon realized that it is possible to make his living only from the YouTube, because to this point he didn't have monetization, and it's been already 5 long years since he started his YouTube journey. By moving to a different location and so quitting the job, Brandon took his chances of becoming a full-time YouTuber, and so he fully focused only on that. At the beginning of his monetization, he made a couple of $100, and with a finished high school, his parents weren't really happy about it and kept recommending him to get a normal job with a better salary. But Brandon reassured them that he knows what he's doing. With his One Punch Man video taking off, he was kinda like stuck in the fitness niche, because as soon as he uploaded something like entertainment or financial related, the views were super low. When you see something work, you will try to replicate it. And so that's what Brandon did with a sequel to the first One Punch Man video, where he continued doing the challenge for another 70 days. This video also did extremely well, gaining insane 1.5 million views instead of average 10,000. Brandon saw the success of these 30, 60 or 100 days challenges, and so he made also challenge about learning the muscle up as fast as possible, or the famous 100 pull-ups for 30 days. All these videos were successful too, But now he was thinking about what he should do in order to make his channel grow even more, and that's when chrisheria popped into his mind, making him create a legendary video of training like him for 30 days straight.
Training like
But at the beginning, it was just another video that could gain several thousand views, because when making these YouTube videos, you can never be for 100% sure that the video will blow up. Firstly, this video, even though its views were going up, it wasn't that crazy. Just after 4 weeks of the video being published, its views insanely skyrocketed, gaining several hundreds of thousands every day, and now sitting at incredible 6 million views. 1,000 miles away in the sunny Miami, this viral video saw even chrisheria himself, which for the good work Brandon did, sent him a couple of heria equipment. Brandon was smart and made a video about unboxing that package, and later on even another video using the weight vest which chrisheria sent him. These challenge videos Brandon typically spent editing for about 20 hours at most, which is quite fast, and because in the morning he gets easily distracted, he works on them at night when he's fully focused and has total tunnel vision. You can say that he does these challenges just for the money, which can be true, but on the other hand he uses them to get out of his comfort zone.
I mean, he's enjoying it.
This started way back in the 2019 when Brandon got a pretty severe infection, the stomach flu, making him often throw up and later on even creating anxiety from this, because when he was in public, he was always afraid of throwing up again. And so he started to avoid these uncomfortable situations, which ended up with him being closed in his home and going nowhere. At this time he didn't know what was wrong with him, that he had developed anxiety. But once he realized it, he started fighting it by going right into these uncomfortable situations, overcome the fear and become stronger. He kept pushing those boundaries and kept increasing the difficulty, which helped him to get the anxiety under his control. He carried this over to his challenges, always trying to make them harder and harder, which gives him that feeling that he did it. This feeling really drives him, and as he explained in the interview, he takes these challenges like doors which he needs to open in order to grow. If he wouldn't do that, the doors would close him in again. Brandon made a long journey from recording the Chubby Bunny challenge to making one of his big dreams come true of meeting the legend chrisheria, thanks to his viral challenge. From this hanging out and mainly working out with Chris, he made another video with insane 5 million views. Nowadays they really like to create interesting video ideas together. For example, the grandpa challenging bodybuilders on the muscle beach, or his the most recent video, do 1 push-up and fly 1 second in a private jet.
Oh my god, there's a whole couch here? Eating clean.
This is just a small part of his content he makes, and you can also find on his channel him surviving the US bomb suit training like the world's toughest man, David Goggins, or for example LeBron James. In different challenges he brought also big YouTubers like Magnus Midbo, Jesse James and many more.
Mountain climber, rock climber.
Brandon William is a proof that if you are willing to put the work in and fully commit, you will succeed. Even though maybe not today, in 10 days or in 2 months,
you might succeed,
but one day you will.
Yes. So you know, you gotta stay consistent, bro. You gotta train every day, but you also gotta take your rest days. And all the main point is that you gotta be consistent. And not today, maybe tomorrow you might go somewhere, you know. And maybe after a year or afterwards, you might be, you know, popping up on YouTube or anywhere, or you might be in some battles or somewhere, you know. It's gonna be crazy. You don't know what's coming tomorrow, so why think of it? Just keep on doing it. And yeah, that was an insane video. Like, from he was been told to go college, and then he quits college and then comes to YouTube. Like, big confidence level built in there. Imagine if that YouTube couldn't work, how much, you know, stressful could be. Like, for his parents telling him stop doing this shit and go there, like, no support, and still coming up with ideas and everything. Like, I think he was by himself in this journey and everything. Even the parent support was not there, but then he made it, and now he's vibing, bro. He's in YouTube now. He posts every day. He gets, you know, a couple of brand dealings and everything. He has his own merch, his protein bars and everything. He has his shop, and then yeah, now he's that's great. Shout out to you, Brandon. And the rock climber Magnus, the mountain climber. I don't know why I said the mountain climber. It's because I've seen one video of him trying to climb the rock, and yeah, why did I say mountain? Anyways, I'll see you guys next video. This video is already long. Stay consistent, train safe. See you guys next video. Bye.